Hello, hello, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to game number 2, the finale. Ladies and gentlemen, this is our finale this Tuesday evening. It is McDavid Schone going up against CW Home Depot. Both teams with a 2-1 record. Previous game of McDavid Schone going up against Cool Summer Farm, winning by 12 points, 85 to 73. And let's send it over to Anjo Peri for a while to announce the starting five. Starters on the floor for both teams. For McDavid, Schone with the white and red trim. You have Tim Koo, Mark Moore, Rich Tong, Gino Noel, and Pico Napeñas. For CW Home Depot in the orange, blue, white, and black trim. You have Jericho Ilagan, Ivan C, Wancho C, Marco Ayuste, and Marvin Shoko. Starting five for both teams. Moments away from tip-off. As we are about to get things going. Stallion Cup season number 7 underway. Game number 2. Shoko wins the rebound, or the tip-off rather. Want to see will play point guard here. Ivan feeding Ilagan in the post. Kick it out to Wancho. Wancho pulls up for 3. Ilagan with the offensive board. Got inside 2-man action. Ivan C. 3-pointer is no good. 2 attempts there coming from CW Home Depot. Could not get that basket. Rich Tong with a nice layup as the first field goal here for our finale and for McDavid, Schone. Shoko turns the ball over. Rich Tong with a steal. Playing both ends of the floor. Napeñas missing on that layup. Ivan C setting up the offense, feeding Shoko. Shoko to Wancho. Marco Ayuste. He has that perimeter jumper in his arsenal. Ilagan launching it from a step in front of the 3-point line. Tim Koo with another rebound. He had 23 rebounds in their last game. Rich Tong with 4 points to start this ball game. Ayuste with the pull-up J. He has that in his arsenal. Tong to Napeñas. Napeñas will pull it out to Mark Mo. Set it up again. He's looking for a ball screen here. Mo. We leave him open for 3. Another offensive rebound there for Tim Koo. Great pass inside. He might be called for steps. Traveling violation on Mark Mo. Wancho brings it down. Cross-court pass to Ivan. Ivan hesitation to Ayuste. 0 for 2 for Ayuste to start the game. 2 minutes gone by, still scoreless here for the orange shirts. Napeñas pulls up from 3, rattles in. Napeñas gets the triple to go. 7-0 start here for McDavid, Schone. Ivan see another attempt from downtown. Still struggling here. Napeñas, quick pull up. 7 minutes and 15 seconds. Looks like it's going to go off the foot of Wancho. Another turnover there by CW Home Depot. Active hands by McDavid, Schone. Napeñas swings it over to Mark Mo. They give it to Tim. Napeñas for another attempt at the basket. Duty foul given by Pico, and Ayuste will try to go for that quick attack. First personal foul for Pico. Ilagan goes up for the pull-up, gets his own miss. Ivan wasn't ready for that pass. On the bench for CW Home Depot, you have Xavier Tanhanko, Ken Tong, Chester Chen, and Warren Tan. Nakachamba lang kami nun. Yeah. By what? Umabol lang kami.
Wala itong game na to. Runs eh. May kanina, runs sila. After they run, tayo.
Wants to see driving inside, looking for their first field goal. Still unable to convert. Another stop here for McDavid Schone. Transition defense on point. Rich Tong with 4 points here in the opening quarter. They give it to Gino Noel. He has that perimeter jump shot. Takes it from the free throw line, missing. Ayuste to Ilagan. Ilagan with a couple of misses. 3-on-2 fast break na Peñas. Nice dish to Mark Ngo. Over Marvin Shioko. Tough shot there coming from Mark Ngo. Still scoreless. 0-9. Ivan C missing. And finally, the first basket for CW Home Depot. Want to see with the rebound and the assist to Ayuste with that putback shot. Tong looking for his 6th point. Gino Noel. Right place at the right time. And the basket. 9-point lead. Second unit now checking in for Schone, McDavid Schone. Jekchia. Mike Yu. Jobet Ko. Albert Chua and Ethan Yu. For CW Home Depot, Chester Chen, Ken Tong, Warren Tan, Ivan C, and Xavier Tanhanko. Xavier at the 3-point line, trying to break down his defender. They give it to Chester Chen and the second unit. Right away, getting a field goal there. Chen with a 3-pointer to cut the deficit down to 6. Chia patient on offense. Albert Chua playing point guard here. Mike Yu with the floater and gets the bounce. Chen for another triple. Just a bit short on that attempt. 8-point lead here for McDavid Schone. Chua. Nice dish to Jobet Ko, who tried to go up and under. Ivan to Xavier. Xavier pulls up. No first attempt there for Xavier. Chester gives it to Tan. Tan trying to go off the glass. Basic shot there coming from Jack Chia, missing though. Great contest by the orange shirts. So that's going to be a travel on Xavier.
It's getting better than last game was 20 minutes.
First 5 minutes in,
You have to do a lot. Then here's your first slow team today. You know that constant. All big and Charles and Chris have to run. That's around down. That's why they beat us.
Mike Yu with offensive rebound. Yeah.
I get better every game. revelation.
Yeah. Quality yung mga...
That's a bad return.
Kentong now, setting up the offense. This was too strong going to our organizer's table. Chua gets it to Chia. Jobet Kog gives it back to Jack Chia. Jobet with that pump fake and the perimeter jumper almost goes in.
It's a team guy. It's like the second option. It's a good second option. It's not a good first option. He plays hard. He works out hard.
Chester Chen going in and out, losing the leather. And Jack Chia gets the steal. 3-on-1 fast break. Jobetko with a nice fake and gets Xavier to jump and bite on it. And gets the lead up to 12 with 2 minutes and 19 seconds left. Timeout brought to you by Nike Park Access. We will be back in a short while. Kentong gives it inside to Tan. Tan gives it to Chen. Chen for the three. Albert Chua will set up the offense. Chua, nice pass inside to Jobet. Jobet with another fake. He was looking for the call. Xavier for three. Jobet patient on the offensive sets. Yu gets that triple to go. First three of the ball game for Yu. Jump ball will be called once again. McDavid Schone in full control here in our opening quarter. 20-5. Chia goes for three, trying to extend it. Missing on that triple, Mike Yu. That's what he does best. He gets those extra possessions for them. Look at him go up, get two offensive rebounds, tracking down his own misses. Xavier with a series of fakes gives it to Chen. Chia pulls up for three. Chia still unable to convert or contribute on the offensive end, but they find themselves leading by 17 points. Tanhanko really trying to get, working extra hard to get on the offensive end. 7 seconds left. 4 seconds and Chia drawing the foul. 2.5 seconds as Chia will go to the free throw line. 2 shots here for Jack Chia. Nice win, congrats. And offensive rebound there by Jobitko. That will count if it goes. Bounces out as he gets a high five from his teammates. 18-point lead at the end of the first quarter. Quarter break brought to you by Jumbo Plastic Linoleum. We will be back in a short while for the second quarter of action. Start the second quarter right now. With an 18-point lead here for McDavid Schone, who has gone on a winning streak here, losing their first game to Raminagi, ex-Buffalo Wings and Things, and gaining some momentum after that loss. Now up 2-1 and in full control here in the first quarter, 18-point lead, but there was a triple coming from Warren Tan to cut it down to 15. Sideline 3. Tim Koo once again getting another board inside. Drawing the foul there and missing the free throw was Tim Koo. Juancho gives it to Marvin. Marvin gives it inside to Ayuste. Ayuste still unable to hit those perimeter jumpers. Peñas using the screen of Tim Koo. Juancho C falls down to the floor, gets right back up. Step back jumper. Tough shot coming from Pierre Lim. Hits the step back. Hard closeout by Pierre. Chen to Marvin. Ayuste with the board. Marvin pulls up for another three. He gets it to go. Much needed basket there for Marvin. Juancho C with a steal at the backcourt. Challenging Mark Moll. Gets it to go. 5-0 run here for CW Home Depot, and quickly McDavid Schone calls a timeout. Try to regroup and not let this lead go down any further. 27-13 your score. Nike Park Access bringing you this timeout. .50 run here by CW Home Depot, trimming this lead of McDavid Schone to 14. We'll call that timeout. Now Peñas will try to answer. That's short. Juancho C kicks it out to Marco. Marco hits it from the perimeter finally, getting that jumper to go, his best asset there. Those perimeter J's from the elbow, the sideline. Swing it to Pico. Pico to Gino Noel. Mark Mo gets the extra possession for them. Here, gets it. Great presence of mind there by Pico. Almost got it. Ayuste dribbles, pulls up from the free throw line, missing. Peñas gets it to Timku. Timku high off the glass with the spin. Chen to Tan. Almost, but not quite for Warren Tan. Another three-pointer for Chen. That's the second one this evening. Peñas using the ball screen, splits the defense. Tries to knife through. No good, Mark Ngo. Tough shot there in heavy traffic. Ayuste pulls up, no friendly roll. Gino to Pierre. Pierre gives it to Gino again. Peñas with 6 minutes left and 5 seconds on the shot clock. Timku missing. Wancho C will get the end one and the basket. That will bring it down to single digits now. 5:50 left in our second quarter. This second quarter, momentum shifting to the side of CW Home Depot. And that end one play by Wancho C brought to you by Jumbo Plastic Linoleum. And one is complete by Wancho C, and it's down to 8 now. There's a miss there for McDavid Schone. Wancho, oh, great defense there. I think that was Pierre Lim with the bump. Pierre feeds it to Gino. High-low action for Tim. Telling Marco to go all the way. Wancho C gets deep in that painted area. 2 attempts there. Sorry, misses. Peñas from the free throw line. That's pure. And we take this time to greet our sponsors here for Season 7 of our Stallion Cup Jumbo Plastic Linoleum, Auto Guard, Nike Park Access, and Kaukai. Go back to the ball game. Xavier Tanhanko dribbling the basketball. They give it to Ivan C. Tanhanko gives it to Warren Tan. No good. Jericho tries to tip it to a teammate. Falls into the hands of Jack Chia. Transition defense is there, but Mike Yu, right place at the right time. Chia finding him.
His first personal 2 figures, Mike Yu.
So that first 5 in the second quarter for CW Home Depot, cutting this lead down to single digits. What they did well was they started moving the ball around. They stopped hesitating on their shots. They became more decisive on offense. And of course, getting some stops as well on the defensive end. And hitting their shots. So that was what they did well there to trim this deficit. Ivan C has been unlucky so far, taking the good shots. He's open. But still not falling for him. Albert Chua sends it over to Ethan Yu, going for his second triple, missing. Cross-court pass to Ken Tong. Pass inside there to Ethan Yu from Albert Chua. Nice steal there from Albert. Albert going all the way. Tried to draw contact. Jobitko saving him there. C for three. Finally gets one. Chua brings it to the corner, gives it to Mike Yu. He swings it to the other side, missing for that triple. Warren gives it to Ivan. Ivan with the pump fake, drives middle. Chia wants spacing between his teammates. Ethan gets it. Chua to Chia. Chia perimeter jumper in and out. Jericho with the forward pass stolen by Chua. Good intentions there from Jericho. Just quick transition defense by Albert Chua. As some of our fans getting involved in the action. A couple of them falling to the floor, and looks like they're okay. Mike Yu with an athletic drive inside. Jobitko tried to go for a basket. Xavier in and out, but staying in front of him was Ethan Yu. So far, so good here for CW Home Depot, slowly inching closer. Chua gets it to the other side. There's a double team on Jobitko. Ethan, another three-point attempt. Nice tap there from Albert Chua. Missing though was Jack. Jack goes into that fadeaway shot, making the harder one as he gets it to fall. Another three-pointer for Ethan. Or sorry, for Ivan C. Last 1 minute of the first half. Albert going in and out. Feed it to Chia from downtown, short. Xavier sidesteps, couldn't get it to go. 35 seconds left. Jovitko will give it to Albert. Albert did not want to take that. Pull up J from Jovit off the glass, and it's in. Xavier goes in and out, bumps Mike Yu and dishes it to Ivan C. Ivan C with 8 points to end the first half after struggling for the first quarter. Chia with the buzzer beater, no good. And CW Home Depot climbing back as they cut the deficit down to 6 at the end of the first half. This quarter break brought to you by Jumbo Plastic Linoleum. We will be back for more second half action. Start of our third quarter of action. Let's take a look at the leading scorers here for both squads, starting with McDavid, Schone, and Mike Yu leads with 6 together with Jobit Ko. Pico na Peñas following with 5. And for the other side, CW Home Depot, surprise here as it's Ivan C. who only made some baskets in the last 3 or 4 minutes of the second quarter with a team high or even game high of 8 points. Chester Chen with 6 and Want to See with 5. Definitely a low scoring affair here as Marco Ayuste gets the first jumper, first score at the second half. Chua tried to drop it down to Tim Koo, but they caught that pass. This has been a very defensive ball game. Hanko pulls up for 3. Missing. Another attempt here from Chester Chen. Made 2 earlier. Has 6 points in total for CW Home Depot. Jack Chia backs down Chester. Fade away is no good. Great defense there by the orange shirts. Xavier. 1-2 step and could not get it to go down. Perimeter jumper is good for Jack Chia. Shoko, another 3-pointer, no good. Only 1 foul on Xavier Tanhanko. Pico has the basketball. They give it to Albert Chua. Back to Jack Chia, who has the last basket for McDavid Schone. Napeñas launches it from the left corner. 3. Lead is now back up to 9. Sioko to Ayuste. Jab steps right, goes left. Stiff there by Chua, but got caught on the arm. Want to see free throw line jumper. High off the glass. Great shot there coming from Tim Koo. Albert Chua tried to go for a quick steal. The gamble there by Albert Chua gets Chester Chen open. Lucky break there for Schone McDavid. Chia against 3 orange shirts. Great defense there. Pico gives up a duty foul. A smart foul there coming from Pico. Marco with the pull-up jumper from the elbow, looking for the foul. Albert sets it up for Jobit Ko. Jobit Ko went for that pull-up jumper. Usually goes for those pump fakes, but deciding to take it right away. Xavier finally. Another basket for him. He has not gotten involved too much on the offensive end. Not the best scoring game for him so far. Used it from the middle. Cuts it back down to 7. Great low to high action. They feed Tim Koo under. Mike Yu cuts through the middle, receiving that pass and getting the basket. Shoko with another outside shot. No good. Albert Chua with a jumper off the glass, missing. Now Xavier is sharing the rock. Not the best offensive game, but he is adjusting well, getting others involved now. Ayuste starting to go back to his perimeter jumpers, making back-to-back shots from the free throw line. Aggressive drive by Mike Yu, leaving the door open for Tim Koo, who grabs another offensive rebound. Warren to Wancho. That's automatic. You can hear the crowd here when Ayuste just released that shot and said it was going to go in. Peñas there, pulls up for 3. He misses. .345 left in your third quarter. It's still 3.5 minutes of action. 1/3 of a quarter left. Shoko settling for that outside shot, hitting another one. I think that's the second for Marvin. Don't look now, it's only a 4-point ball game. Sia extending it once again. The composure here by Schone McDavid. Jobetko to Mark Mo. Mark Mo perimeter jumper. That's pure. Sioka this time moving it around. Quick shot there from Ayuste. Ayuste tries to save it. Will he get it to Warren Tan? CW Home Depot could not save the basketball. It went back down to 4 points. Now, back-to-back baskets right away. Jexia making a jumper as well as Mark Mo. Jobetko contributing as well. 6 unanswered this time. Quickly going back to double digits. Decision making here and the composure whenever CW makes a run. McDavid knowing how to keep this lead and keep it within distance. Peña short on that three. Zobetko will be called for the personal foul. Jericho Ilagan will check back in for CW Home Depot as they're facing this 10-point deficit once again. Xavier tries to go for three, missing on that one. Sorry, miss there from Jobet. Chester Chen launches that one and he gets it to go. Three-pointers for Chester Chen. He is 33%. Make that around 40% from the field, 3 out of 8. Xavier to Chester once again. Missing that time, pushing his percentages down to 33%, 3 out of 9 for Chester. But only enjoying an 8-point lead right now is McDavid Schone. Walks into the triple. Jericho controls the rebound. As we go to the end of the third quarter, this quarter brought to you by Jumbo Plastic Linoleum. We will be back. An 8-point lead here by the White Shirts as we continue the action here in the fourth quarter. Our fourth quarter. Xavier has the leather. Ivan C checking back in the ball game. He can put up points quickly. Jericho to Xavier. Back to Warren. Warren with an open three. It was a good attempt, but he just misses on that one. Pico, perimeter jumper. No good for Pico as Albert Chua gets the rebound. Great challenge there. What a defensive play coming from Xavier Tanhaco, brought to you by Kaukai. Shen kicks it back out to Xavier, who will set up the offense. Couple of pivots there. Ivan C, pull up three. That's cash. Tony McDavid possibly in danger now. And Xavier getting it to go. Back down to single digits here for CW Home Depot. That is only the fourth point of Xavier Tanhaco. As we take this timeout, brought to you by Nike Park Access. We'll be back in a while. It is now a 3-point lead as CW Home Depot comes up with a 5-0 run, a 3-pointer from Ivan C. and Xavier Tanhanko with a layup. Tim Koo starting to get involved. Almost a double-double performance, but he already has 8 offensive rebounds, 9 points, and 16 rebounds here for Tim Koo. The usual numbers for the big man. Warrington hits it, and that's a big jumper from Warrington, getting his 6th point of the ball game. Second triple for Warrington. Looking to answer right back is Napeñas, and he does. Pico taking those threes with no conscience, making it. Xavier answers as well. Fourth quarter is an offensive showing for both teams. Pico hit one earlier. It's with him again. Drives middle, gives it to Jack. That zone defense covering everyone. Shoko gives it to Juancho. Juancho to Ivan. This one is for the lead. That's pure for Ivan C. 5 3-pointers. Exactly what we were talking about. He can get hot quickly. Napeñas with the bump.
His third personal. First one to the Depot. 2 shots for Pico Napeñas.
Napeñas gets the first one, trying to regain the lead here for McDavid Schone. Now we're all tied at 60. 6 minutes and 30 seconds left in our fourth quarter. Yuste was momentarily open, but went for that, fished for the foul. Correction here, Ivan C with 4 3-pointers in total. Yuste makes them, gives them a 1-point lead, 61-60. Tap from behind by Ivan. Chia loses the leather, but they feed it to Tim Koo. Tim Koo doing Tim Koo things. 2 offensive rebounds there for Tim Koo. Has a total of 10 offensive rebounds and 18 total. Hanko to Ayuste, pump fake, dribble, one dribble pull up. Chia will reject the screen and draw the foul on Wancho C. Pico going for the floater there as that shot ignites the fast break on the other end for Xavier Tanhanko. And look at that, it is now a 3-point lead here. Mike Yu will draw the foul on Xavier. Momentum shifting to the side of CW Home Depot here in this fourth quarter. Tanhanko getting his second personal foul. Not much in foul trouble except for Warren Tan with 3. The other side, Mark Mo has 3, Napeñas has 2, and Jobit Ko as well with 2 fouls. That goes over and back. And back to CW Home Depot now with the lead. Corner triple coming from Xavier. That would have been big to put some distance between these two teams. Mike Yu. Hard drive inside, but going for the soft finish. Wancho missing on the floater. Give it to Jack Chia. Chia will set it up. Back to Chia with that 3-pointer. No good. Tim Koo tries to tap it. CW Home Depot arguing with the call of the referees there, but it stays with McDavid. Schone on this baseline inbound. Albert Chua coming back in the ball game to stabilize the offense here. Jobitko looks for that deep seal. Stimko gets it in that painted area. A bump there. And looking for the foul was Jack Chia. Wancho sidesteps, gives it to Marco. Marco in and out. Timko to Pico. Pico for the tie. McDavid, Schone bench was ready to erupt there from that 3-pointer for Pico Napeñas. Warren Tan hitting that jumper and pushing it to a 5-point lead. That's the biggest lead of CW Home Depot coming in the 2.5-minute mark. Double team on Jack Chia. Chua finds Jobit. Chia will pull up for 3. No good. Great tap there coming from Jobitko. Another tap into the hands of Albert. 2 minutes and 10 seconds left. Pico to Chua to Chia. Another triple. Yes!
Last 2 minutes.
Two minutes left. Tanhanko with a quick shot. He had the open look. Missing on that three-point attempt though. Peñas back to Chia. Chia for the tie. In and out. Frustration all over the face of Jack Chia. Offensive foul on Xavier.
And number 7 is hit. That's number 7. Xavier Tanhanko is third personal. Team number.
Chua will set it up. Last 70 seconds of this ball game. Jobitko for the tie. No. Xavier will bring it down. Shoko gives it to Warren Tan. Biggest shot of the ball game. Warren Tan extending this lead up to 5. Under 42 seconds left. Big shot from that man. Left corner 3. Pushing it up to 5. 70-65 is your score. We'll be back in a short while. .9 seconds left before that timeout. It was a big 3 for Warren Tan. 5 points here in the fourth quarter. Jack Chia answering back, and he gets it to go. What a ball game. Jack Chia bringing it within a single possession. Once again, a 3-pointer to cut it down to 2. 70-68. CW Home Depot in the driver's seat. No need to foul here for McDavid Schone. There's 9.5 seconds left on the shot clock and game clock. I thought that was off of Xavier. As they try to get it across here. There's problems there on the backcourt. Albert Chua trying to go for the steal. Xavier Gets it across just in the nick of time. Juancho kicks it to Warren. Warren wisely holds it. Warren Tan gives it to Juancho. Oh, it's stolen. 2-point ball game. 7 seconds left. Albert gives it to Jack. Jack, loses it, and that's gonna be it. Schone loses this ball game. What a comeback! Come from behind victory here for CW Home Depot as they win this Tuesday finale, 70-68. We'll be back with our best player of the game in a few moments. Stallion Cup fans, we are with our Jumbo Plastic Linoleum best player of the game, Marco Ayuste. 15 points, 4 rebounds, and 2 steals. Marco, I would say not the best offensive night for your squad, but it was an overall effort for your team. What can you say about that win?
We really did what we could. We were down big in the first quarter. We were slow, but eventually we got our defensive stops up into the final possession. So I think that's what got us the win.
Yeah, your main guy is not really scoring tonight, but everyone getting around 8 to 14 points. I think it was about 6 or 7 of you, and of course big shots from Warren Tan in the end. How do you feel about this victory, and what does this mean for your team?
We trust each other. Kahit 3 games pa lang kami naglalaro together. Whoever's open, they can take the shot. Everyone has the green light as long as they're confident in taking that shot.
Parang ayoko ata kayo makalaban ha. Sana matagal pa. And this is your moment. You're the best player of the game. So anyone you'd like to greet?
Shout out to my wife over there. She watches all games, so #1 supporter.
Congratulations, Marco. That's our Jumbo Plastic Linoleum best player of the game. We'll be back on Thursday for more action here in the Stallion Cup, season number 7.